Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt, and this video is part 2 of the colony at Terra Incognita, the Voyage. So, looking back, I think I handled it okay. I did start off with a cliche of bringing everybody together by having help wanted posters, and you all meet at an inn or the back room thereof. It's been used. It's a classic or it's a trope, your pick, but it worked. I had the head NPC there interview them, so to speak. Say, hey, look, we're looking for scouts, explorers, cartographers for some unexplored land. And are any of you criminals? Hopefully not. So we had a magic item in play. There was a truth cube, which was a cube that was on the table. It glowed blue when activated and cast the spell Zone of Truth. I figured, why not? That seems like a logical kind of magic item to create, low-level spell, and would be useful in certain situations. Got everybody on a ship. There were multiple ships. They were on one ship. And before the game, during my prep, I just made out a list of all the monsters that might be applicable to an ocean voyage, or any legends I might want to turn into an encounter. So we did you find a fishing vessel, and there's basically food on the dinner table left unattended. And there's no people, and there's no record of why they left or what took them. This is a known ghost story type thing. And I had to figure out, okay, what kind of D&D mechanics do I want to throw at it? I'll say sirens. They're in there as they charm people, have them jump overboard and do whatever, eat them, I guess. The PCs handled that through investigation. They did not stay on board the ship when the sirens were going to come back and see if there were any more sailors. They just took all the supplies off the ship, put it on their ship, and sunk it. Kind of logical. If the ship is haunted, you really don't want to be messing with it more than you need to. Okay, makes sense. You guys did some problem solving. You made a decision. Cool. A little bit of XP. I had another one where they see a small round island. It's not on any of the maps, but the maps don't really go out this far, so who knows? It just wasn't charted yet. So they hastily, put a little dot on the map where this little island is, and they get onto the island, they go around, and it's only like 1.5 miles, 2 miles across, so just a little spit of land out in the middle of nowhere. I told them that there's no really tall trees here. It's all really short scrub brush and a couple of small trees and maybe a few rodents and stuff, but no big herd animals or anything like that. They puttered around, they checked it out. They didn't check it out really close enough, because if they'd gone over the edge and kind of swam out around it, maybe done some diving off of the coast of this thing, they would have seen some big old turtle flippers. It's a Zaratan, and that's CR's rating in the 20s or something. I mean, it's got more hit dice than you know what to do with. Hey, you guys did some decision making, did some investigation. Cool, good on you. And the third one that comes to mind was lightning sprites. During a storm, these little sprites just show up, and then they start dancing from one mast to another mast and across to one sail and another sail, and they get up in the rigging up high, and they accidentally, they cut a rope. Okay, well, now they're kind of doing a little bit of vandalism inadvertently, so you got to deal with it. It was not a hard combat situation. It was just one of those kind of, it becomes a problem, and one of the Dragonborn shot a lightning bolt at it, and it just ran down the rope and booped him right on the nose and said, "You're a fun one, that's cool." And, just running down and boop right on the nose for 1 point damage of a little static shock. Like I said, these things aren't a threat, but they are a nuisance, and they had to be driven away. And eventually they were. So that gets to the other thing. Not every combat needs to be deadly serious or deadly dangerous. There it is. Sometimes there's going to be things you can't fight, like the Zeratan. There's going to be things that you can easily destroy, like the lightning sprites. And then there's going to be those ones in between. But I think it's a good idea to have this mixture in between. But that's just me. DM Kirk out.